Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. Dai-chan here. I've gotta apologize, as it's been a while since I last made a Waifu Monthly Recap. I'm in the process of selling our house and moving to a new one. That's why I can't use my motion tracking gear at the moment. Regardless, I've queued up a nice list of waifu-related media to share with you. Beyond the waifu files and lore vids, I'm always playing new games and watching new anime. So much, in fact, that I can't give each one its own video. Thus, here's a quick digest, which should hopefully turn you on to something you haven't heard of before. I'd say the vast majority of my time has been spent playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. It's a shame the Switch can't record footage internally, but I did take a ton of screenshots to show off how hot you can make the main characters. I love how the game lets you equip gear separately for stats and fashion right out of the gate. You can dress as scantily as ever, while still being able to slay the strongest super boss in a single hit, with the right build, of course. It took me around 180 hours to defeat every enemy, explore all of Mira, and fill out the Collectopedia. Never did take advantage of the online features, as you have to pay for them now. Beyond that, Definitive Edition greatly improves the experience, while finally resolving that annoying cliffhanger. I think it could have been told a bit better, but at least the new ending is complete enough for my taste. When I can, I've been playing Tales of Grace's F Remastered with my wife. It's the same game I adored playing years ago, but now in 4K. Grace's was never the sexiest Tales game, at least compared to Exilia, Vesperia, and Berseria, but that's not to say there aren't any waifu. Cheria, Pascal, and Sophie are all great in their own way. I also think this is the best the combat has ever been, minus tearing monsters apart with Velvet's Claw. Now that Xenoblade is finished, my focus has shifted back to finishing Trails Through Daybreak too. I feel it's a huge improvement from the previous title, letting you team up with way more characters. Better outfits too, as all the girls can dress as race queens, in addition to swimsuits and other costumes from the first Daybreak. While the story doesn't seem as important, there's a lot of fan content, which I'm finding very fun. There's a whole vacation resort arc where you can spend time with the other party members. Zenless Zone Zero's dropped 2 new story chapters since I last spoke about it. There's more than enough material for me to create a Waifu Files follow-up. Right now, I want to highlight Trigger, a sniper who's haunted by her past. She feels guilty for being the only survivor of her unit when Ethereals wiped everyone else out. She didn't emerge unscathed, though. Her wounds left her blind, yet through technology and adaptation, she's still able to fight like a total badass. As someone who plays the game in English, it's a shame hearing a lot of voices being recast. I'm thinking about addressing that in a separate video, focusing less on the drama and more how it affects us fans. On occasion, I'll play a bit of Strinova with my wife. She's really into the game and loves the thrill of competition. Personally though, just like fighting games, I find FPS matchmaking to get repetitive really quickly. However, the devs have been spicing things up by introducing lots of sexy costumes, especially these exotic dancer outfits. Alongside revealing streetwear, I think this is my favorite aesthetic. Nikke Goddess of Victory has been cooking with its latest update. Siren, aka Little Mermaid, has finally joined the official roster. She's great on her own, but it sucks knowing that she's got an even better costume locked away in a separate gacha. This basically makes it a $60 DLC, as I don't know anyone lucky enough to have pulled these costumes early. On the flip side, they gave us a free SSR Nikke, Mori, who's super cute. I would have rolled for her if I had to, but nope, she's totally free. Mihara's also received a major glow-up. I'm sure she had her fans before, but this new design is much sleeker if you ask me. After months of anticipation, we finally have a preview of Fate's collaboration with Honkai Star Rail. The game will be giving Archer away for free, but the real highlight is Artoria's new design. I prefer her classic look, but I also welcome the chance to see my ultimate waifu in a whole new light. It seems Nasu himself is involved in the scenario, so I might just have to dive into Star Rail, if only to participate in this one event. Speaking of FGO, the JP side of things has been fire. We've got a glow up for Mashu, finally getting the Galahad recognition she deserves. Time to kiss the Orton X goodbye, or at least I think so. I hope I can still use her swimsuits with any new abilities she comes with. Can anyone confirm that? Also, Jeanne d'Arc returns, this time as a pseudo-servant for Metatron. In one of her ascensions, she's a gamer girl. Everyone's real highlight seems to be Lilith, a brand new servant who leaves nothing to the imagination. I don't know if there's power creep for servant abilities, but there certainly is for noble phantasm animations. The new servants get all the good stuff. Now if only the gameplay could step it up. Next, it's time for some anime shows. In my quest to rediscover and appreciate classic OVAs and 90s gems, I've started watching Burn Up again. It features Warrior, an elite squad of female cops who kick serious criminal ass. Beyond that, they're a chaotic crew who each have their own faults. Rio, for instance, is terrible at handling her expenses. In order to pay the bills, she takes on dangerous work, and when that isn't available, she'll reluctantly sell her used underwear. She'd probably make more at her day job if there were less collateral damage. Among the various burn-up adaptations, my favorites are XS and W. Consider checking them out. I've been totally hooked on the currently airing Apothecary Diaries. This is one of the best new anime to come out, telling the story of Mao Mao, an avid medicine maker who gets kidnapped and sold to the Chinese Empire to work in the Rear Palace. There, her unique skills and knowledge help her uncover mischief and malpractice among the Emperor's many concubines. The story stands on its own, but there are also plenty of alluring courtesans to keep you entertained. Even Mao Mao, who's fairly modest, has moments where she's extremely attractive and beautiful. If you start now, you'll have over 40 episodes to binge before you get stuck waiting each week like the rest of us. An interesting show this season happens to be Haite Kudasai Takamine-san, otherwise known as Please Put Them On, Miss Takamine. It caught my eye because its mangaka, Yuichi Hiragi, is a phenomenal artist who draws gorgeous babes. Thankfully, the anime replicates this style fairly well, and is even willing to show uncensored topless shots on late-night broadcast. At first, I was excited that Crunchyroll was uploading the uncensored version, but since then they decided to puss out and ruin all the fun. Guess it's time to sail the high seas. Another anime, Kowloon Generic Romance, isn't raunchy enough to warrant censorship, but it's still really cool. Its first episode had me drooling when this girl, Reiko, got all sweaty to paint an empty apartment for rent. Admittedly, this is the spiciest shot in the show thus far, but I'm still eagerly glued to the screen for the other kind of plot. Reiko's in love with her coworker Hajime, but is thrown for a loop when she learns he was engaged to a woman who looked exactly like her. Is she a clone? What on earth is going on? I can't wait to find out. Before I wrap things up, let's take a look at some new figures that arrived right before I had to start packing. This one's Rika Takarada from SSSS Gridman. Is that how you say it? I actually know next to nothing about this anime, but there was this one image I found online of the girls in these amazing outfits, and thought I should check it out. Joke's on me, since these outfits aren't in the anime at all. It was just some promo thing. Either way, she's gorgeous. I just can't afford to buy the whole collection, especially if I'm not even the biggest fan. On the other hand, we've got Artoria Caster Berserker, proof that FGO needs to come up with some better names. This is the summer servant coming up for us in North America, and this particular figure was a must-have. She's so beautiful. I pre-ordered these ages ago, and it's nice to finally see them. Well, that does it for Maze Hall, carrying us since the previous recap I made. Believe it or not, this is what I'd consider a fairly light load when it comes to anime. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. Any new shows catch your eye? I know a lot of people are gushing over the latest Gundam anime. I just haven't had much time to watch it. Overall, I'm doing the best I can without my usual setup, so thank you all for sticking with me. I don't anticipate having the full studio up and running till July, but do keep an eye out for more uploads. Until next time, celebrate your fandom.
Thanks for watching. This channel relies on support from viewers like you.
Please help us out by dropping a like and comment. Subscribe for more videos, and be sure to enable notifications. Or hit up our Discord so you never miss out on a new upload.
Most importantly, if you can spare it, please sign up as a channel member, either through YouTube, Patreon, or Subscribestar. You can find links in the description. We've got perks like exclusive content or early access.
Until next time,
Celebrate your fandom. I want to give a special shout out to all my $10 and up supporters. Video Gamer 75, Dante Pendragon, Stephen Elak, Otaku Mom, Mystic Samurai 1983, Free Brick, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato, Lunar Works, Link Pendrago, Observer Bellis, James Hewitt, Uncanny EXP, Crow Calum, Saul Soto, Tristan Riggin, Major, Winter's Edge, Sneer Cachette, Sunbro Torian, Dionysus, Caitlin P, Sogai CH, Sith Lord 906, Vladimir Ovna, The Taz 96, Kengo X77, and Alistair Bernadotte. Thank you all so much.